Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing? Hi, guys. God, every single time I stream recently, it feels like it's been forever. I blame the heat wave, okay? After last stream, I was like, screw this, I am not streaming if the weather is going to be like the way it was last time, because I'm not going to lie, I was kind of suffering that stream, which is probably why I sounded a bit dead inside. Because my skin was melting off my body. Oh my god. Hello, Jacker Slays. Hello, SB. Hello, ILLIXYR. Hello, Faf. Hello, Mia Gamer. Hello, Catalite. And hello, Jace Ooze. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Guys, we have some evil VTuber drama, okay? I was originally not going to cover this, okay? Because one of the accounts involved in this situation got temporarily terminated, weirdly enough. Yeah. But their account got put back up, which is good for me, I guess. It means I can actually get to cover this topic. I don't know how long we're going to be on this topic, to be fair. I do want to cover some of the Lego drama that's been happening, if people have been aware of that. I've been wanting to cover it for a while. I was actually going to cover it before a bunch of other people managed to learn about it, but, you know, the heat wave murdered me, okay? Okay, you've started... Okay, you've started, I'll stop listening to the ginger. Wow. Wow, thank God. Thank God. Thank you very much... Yeah, we'll get there someday. Thank you very much, Digital Sketch, for being a member for 5 whole months. Holy shit, thank you very much. That's very, very kind and generous of you. Oh my goodness. The Europeans can't imagine the concept of summer heat. Yes, we can, but we don't like it either way. I'm going to bring it up again, okay? I'm going to bring it up again because I know most of you are Americans in the chat, okay? British heat, UK heat is horrendous, okay? British heat is the heat wave we get. You know, a nice, like, 30 degrees Celsius, okay? Probably a bit normal in some, like, hotter regions, you know, probably, like, going towards Mexico or lower parts of America that are closer to the equator, right? Well, we get a dry heat, okay? And our buildings are not designed to keep heat out, okay? They are designed to keep heat in. So, I've got a little mini fan, okay? Annoyingly, I can't use it because I did a little test before stream, and my mic, it definitely gets picked up by my mic, so I don't want it to make it sound like I'm in a wind tunnel. Beckett covered it last night. It's fascinating. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. We're going to see how far we get into this topic, because I've got like a rough docket planned for this topic. A little bit like a rough one, right? You know, but we'll probably just look through a few different tweets because it's all a bit scattered everywhere. But we're gonna see, and I'm not lying. By the way, that title for the stream, not clickbait. Not clickbait in the slightest. Also, thank you very much, Catalite R, for becoming a member. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Let's see if I've forgotten anything with my stream setup tonight. It's like my favourite little game we play whenever I start streaming. To see if I forgot anything on my OBS setup. So let's have a look. Okay. Okay, we have my little Fuji. We have the chat. Everything set up. We have the stuff on screen. Perfect. Okay. So. Should probably give a quick introduction about who we're going to be covering. This is a person who is a VTuber called VexMLK, okay? They got a Twitch account, is my understanding. They are currently sitting at 28.1k followers, and they are basically being accused of faking their cancer. I know, it's a bit of an intense topic that we're going to be covering. The main person who's been talking about them is this person called Nuri. Now, I don't believe that Nuri has any sort of like a platform outside of Twitter, but they have been the main person pushing it. And we're going to be talking about this. This is the post where I learned about this, because I thought they better have some damn good evidence if this is the kind of post they're going to be putting online, okay? You don't have humid heat, you're surrounded by the ocean? Nope. Nope. We do not. Humid heat does not really travel inland very much, okay? We've got, like, a lot of flat lands, a lot of, like, valleys and stuff like that. I don't know, you would never get like, a breeze from, like, the ocean. If you're more central in the UK. Definitely not, definitely not, definitely not. Wet heat is worse. I live in southern part of America, but I'll take your word that the UK heat is bad. Yeah, we're not built for that. Okay, we are not built for that. Okay, I'm of a very fair complexion as well. Very very pale, very pasty lady. Okay, very very much looks like the skin complexion of Morticia Adams. Okay, quite pasty. Okay. You would think I wouldn't leave the house, but I do. Trust me, I do. I like going on a walk or two. Um, but yeah, those have been reserved for the evenings recently. Why is my OBS fucking up? Anyway. Oh yeah, we also just don't have AC. We don't have aircon. We don't have aircon traditionally in our houses. I'll say that on the British heat topic. But anyway, anyways. Let me quickly make sure I've got everything set up, and then have a look, guys. Has there been anything interesting happening aside from the Destiny drama? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I do not want to cover the Destiny drama, okay? It seems like an absolute cesspit, okay? Destiny drama, boo, okay? Boo. Thumbs down, okay? Thumbs down. What's the other options? I don't fucking know. The quartering, boo. Thumbs down, okay? Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. I don't want to learn 100 years of quartering and destiny law to go ahead and, understand that situation. Fuck that mess. Absolutely not. Speaking of Destiny, Destiny 2's getting shut down. And no one lost any sleep. But anyways, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, okay? I'm doing pretty good. I've got my energy drink. I've got my caffeine supply, and I've got my nicotine supply. So, with enough, without further ado, let's get right into it, okay, chat? So, this is the first post that I saw talking about this. And it took me a while to try and, make a decision how I feel on any of this, but we're gonna get into it, okay? Hey, at GamerSups, quick reality check on your squad. You good with cancer scammers on the payroll? I should probably zoom in for this. Here you go, chat. Ruski's girlfriend, VexMLK, has been faking cancer for 6 years now. Every e-begging donation post went straight to bankrolling her trips, cruises, and that fresh Lambo rental flex at a paid car show. Y'all should drop a new flavor to match their vibe and call it Forksomotherapy, fruit punch, perfect those who thirst for the cancer scam. Fucking Christ. Okay. So, this is why I was like, okay, interesting. They're going after sponsors. Interesting move, okay. But there'll be some damn good evidence about the whole faking cancer claim, okay. One other thing, and then we'll look at some of the stuff that they've posted. We'll look at the images they provided here, and then we'll get a bit more into it, okay? Vex says, I'm about 2,300 away from making sure I'm safe whilst I'm unable to work on stream after surgery. I would genuinely appreciate anyone even sharing my Ko-Fi right now as the date gets closer. As always, please never feel obligated to donate. I appreciate anyone even sharing this, and remember that you can also support me whilst treating yourself by using code VEX with Advanced GG or Fauna Grows. Now, context, some people don't know, GamerSups, it's a energy drink company. They do powdered drinks. They do a lot of sponsorships with content creators and VTubers and stuff like that, from my understanding. And clearly Vex is a partner for this. Now, a bit of context background when it comes to Vex and the whole cancer thing, right? From my understanding of this situation, they have survived cancer 6 times. Now, for someone who hasn't really experienced properly someone who has had cancer or someone who survived that, I didn't really know how to feel about that, but after speaking to a few other people who have had that experience, or had a person who has experienced that is definitely something that is possible. I guess the thing that kind of threw me off originally was the fact it was 6 times surviving cancer. But in reality, and when I'm looking into a few of these things, when it came to this topic, it seems to be that the cancer they would get treatments for the cancer, it may have spread, and it may have continued, it may have gone into remission and come back. That's something that can happen. A lot of people use the word survivor as like a broad term, right? Which is probably, I wouldn't be surprised, what's caused a lot of people to have quite a visceral reaction and accuse Vex of faking their cancer when it comes to this topic. Again, it doesn't help that there's some additional things with this, but we're going to get into it because it threw me off as well, but we're going to get into it, okay? So there's also this linked, okay, wait, also we got this. My surgery is scheduled for March 27th. Oh my god. Okay, so they got the treatment for this instance, right? This was in, I believe this was posted. Yeah, it was a few months. It was about 2 months ago now. But yeah, so we've got this also linked down into this post. Let's see. Shit. A new waste of money hit the tower. Each time I feel for those duped by VexMLK early on. If you still fall for the grift, well, that's on you. And it is a post by Vex, I believe. There we go. This is Brewski, so I believe this is Vex's boyfriend. So forgot to post these, lol. Me driving that Lambo last week is a gift we booked months ago from VexMLK. We'll be posting the video of my drive to YouTube later today. Now, a lot of the argument that's been used is they've been spending money on trips and doing stuff like this, like going ahead and basically doing a rental to run like a circuit with a Lamborghini, basically, right? Whilst also ongoing cancer treatment. Now, I'm not gonna lie, right? My argument for this is there is no proof that Vex is spending the money that has been given to them specifically for donations for the cancer treatment on this. And again, I'm not gonna lie, they're dealing with cancer. You're allowed, the argument is, right, if you are dealing with a life-threatening illness or you are needing money to support yourself, or you're requesting donations to help with health complication, or an abusive household, for example, trying to get out of a situation, stuff like that, that you're not allowed to do anything nice in the meantime. You're not allowed to have a luxury expense, right, compared to an essential expense, which would be you trying to solve the issues in which that you are asking money for. I think there are lines with it, right? If, for example, you're like buying a full-on house, right, or something like that, or doing something absolutely insane, right? I think there could be arguments to be made when it comes to that, sure, but there's been clearly no evidence that Vex is spending the money from the cancer, which was donated to them for the cancer treatments on any of these luxury items, and again, it is cancer. This is as many people know, this is a disease and a condition that you can die from. I cannot really put fault on someone for trying to do something nice every now and then when you are dealing with a condition. And if we go going under the route of Vex is not faking their cancer, and they have had it since, I believe they've had it since either 2016 or 2022. I know that's a bit of a jump, but I believe it was either one of those 2 dates, because those are the dates I remember from when I was originally looking into the situation. But I think it's interesting. I think it's incredibly interesting that the argument is that, like, oh, because you are dealing with something like cancer and you are asking for donations, you can't do anything nice for yourself. I think that's a really dumb argument. I think you're allowed to do something nice for yourself every now and then, especially if you're dealing with a condition like that. But we're going to get further into it because there's a lot of we're going to get into some of the arguments that Nuru has been making, and a few other people have been making, but we'll have to see. But yes, there's a few more there's a few more exchanges in the comment section for this original post, but I want to move on to the next part of this. Again, I don't know how long we're going to be spending on this, but it's a topic that came onto my feed and I thought was quite interesting. Okay, chat. But let me make sure I have everything sorted for this, then we can continue. Okay? Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, okay, this is just Nero's page. I didn't mean to pull that up. Okay. That was not the one I was thinking of. Shit. Hold on, chat. I do have my docket. Hold on. Do 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 I believe it's this one. If I did not have the one I was thinking of pulled up, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Okay, here we go. So this was another thing that was put out, where I believe that Nuru had one of their posts taken down, where they were replying to someone saying that if you were even a half-decent lawyer, you'd notice these medical bills have zero connection to cancer. But you are not a lawyer, you are a fake one LARPing as a real lawyer. Where do you get your degree? In the University of Phoenix from a cereal box. Figure out that random bills. Now, the context for this is these medical bills that Vex went ahead and posted after the accusations of them faking cancer. And here we go. Nero says, the medical bills in question contain no mention of cancer at all. These are not oncology reports, pathology reports, or any other documents related to cancer. They are public records that are released by VexMLK themselves. Now I'm going to skip a little bit, okay? Because I want to read out this, because this was the original message attached to this by Vex. To anyone who's called me a liar over the last 2 years, I've battled with cancer, my mental health, and the healthcare system. Fuck you. I hope you wake up one day and realize that not everyone on the internet will lie to you. I'm a survivor, and I won't let you take that away. I'm late and lost. How's everyone? And what's happening? TLDR, this VTuber is basically being accused of faking cancer. This is it. Now, what's interesting about this is Nuru is basically saying there is no mentions of cancer on these medical reports, and they're not oncology reports or pathology reports. Interesting. We're going to actually look at the documents. So, there is not too much information on these documents, I will admit. But if you actually look at these, okay, if we actually look at these are for the St. Bernard's Medical Center specifically. Now, some of these could be, I did a little bit of research, and again, this is just my Google search explanation for some of these. These could just be, oh god, what's the exact word? I have it pulled up. Hold on. Let me get it pulled back up. Medical meaning. There we go. Again, I am not a professional. I have not any studies in this stuff in the slightest. I believe that ADJ stands for adjuvant, basically. Or adjustment care, basically. It can mean a lot of things, is the annoying part with this. But again, there's not actually too much information when it comes to this, what this could specifically mean. So I can understand to a degree the argument that some people are making, but there's not a lot of information that would suggest this is for cancer treatment. But then we go to the second one. Now, as you can see here, again, it has a lot of information cut out, which is fair enough. I mean, you don't want PII being spread, right? Cancer Care Associates, Inc. with the P.O. Box, sorry. Along with this third one. St. Bernard's Cancer Center, Hematology/Oncology. Okay. Dude. It states it right there. Why else would you go to this, or be referred to go see someone for cancer treatment if it wasn't for cancer? Okay, it's a really fucking weird thing. Again, they have not given an itemized list of everything they went through in terms of surgery and stuff like that. I get that. But again, that could just be the person having a specific standard when it comes to their personal information. And the burden of proof is not on Vex. It shouldn't be on the person to prove whether or not they have this condition. I think that's insane. I think if we apply that standard to every single person that opened up a GoFundMe or asked for donations, proof about stuff, that would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. I can't actually think of another situation where that has been the standard. Where that has been the standard of, yes, you need to do this, this, and this to basically prove that you are in a dire strait. To then ask for help. Now, again, if it is proven that that a person is actually faking a condition or faking a dire straits, for example, we had this situation with Parlo, right, where everyone was under the understanding that Parlo was dealing with issues in terms of stuff like that, in terms of getting out of dealing with stuff financially, right, with their condition. But again, that turned out to not be as bad as it actually was, or him being in any level of his finance being as worse as what it actually was. The guy was fine. He wasn't dealing with any medical condition. He wasn't dealing with the issues in terms of like having enough money. Okay, that was a completely different situation. Along with the fact that the guy was actually using money from the GoFundMe to go ahead and buy his expensive ass shit and to fly someone out for sex. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, that was the interesting stuff when it came to this. I believe there was one more thing I did want to show with this, so I'm gonna pull this up. I didn't really know how quickly I was gonna get through this, but it's interesting nonetheless. Okay, interesting nonetheless. I'm gonna grab. Let me just quickly change screens and let me find it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, chat. Here we go. So. Vex quote retweets this person here. So yeah, this person is unwell. Obviously referring to Nuru. And this is this is basically the most we're probably going to get when it comes from Vex's response on this, which is this. And it's kind of like a thread going through everything in terms of the situation. So we're going to get through this, and yeah, let's have a look. So because stalker/harasser Nuru, aka Vex Scams, is attempting to clean up their messy tracks, here's a dedicated thread to exposing them for faking being a Polish pregnant woman. Huh? Huh? Interesting. Interesting. A quick rundown of who Nuru/Vex Scams is. They were previously an account under the name Glitch Chiller, which was an AI page that often was transphobic, racist, and notably stalked VexMLK, accusing them of faking cancer. This is the account that I was referring to before. They ended up getting their account back. Their claims fell flat as they heavily relied on conjecture. The claims was that Vex used cancer money she raised from her community on trips and tattoos. Only Vex supplied evidence that said things were actually paid for by family, and that she did pay for treatments. Okay. Huh? What? Yeah. Yeah. Interesting stuff, okay? Interesting stuff. So here's a tweet by Nero. VexMLK, you claimed you had no money and that your car was repossessed on October 20th, 2025 because you could not afford the insurance payments. Yet exactly 1 month earlier in September 2025, you paid for and received new tattoos. Those two statements don't align. And then we have the secondary image. She had to sell her car because she couldn't afford to keep it, yet during the exact same period she claimed to be battling cancer and undergoing treatment, she was funding vacations, attending events, cruises, and getting fresh tattoos. Okay. Where actually is it? Okay, here we go. The evidence Vex provided, including bills from hospitals she went to and other paperwork including schedules for appointments, along with text conversations with 7 family members who paid for the trips. Vex has been very transparent as more evidence on her account. The way I look up from my drawing tablet so fast, what a thing to lie about. Well, we'll see. Because I have... It's an interesting thing. I think there's some, like, how do I word this? I think both sides of the situation aren't very good. But we'll get into it, okay? So, let's see. So these are bills for what? For them attending one of the events or the stuff like that? Okay. Yes, I would buy blank, but between the hotel and you and Zach, it's about $1,200. It's a lot, so I just don't want to spend any more because I know that I'd be spending food. I know spending on food and other stuff. Okay. So I guess this is meant to be a case of. I guess this is meant to prove that the family was paying for this. Let's see. Apparently there's more information on our account. I'll have a look near the end, okay? But so far, if I'm being fair here, that's not very great evidence to support what this person is claiming. Um, that's not amazing evidence to. This doesn't really tell me much. I'm really not gonna lie. But we'll see. We'll see. This forced. Okay. Shit. I've skipped past something. Is this more for the medical documents? Yeah, okay. So we've seen these medical documents before. Okay, cool. Cool, 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 cool. What's the hot, juicy gossip now? People claiming that a VTuber is faking cancer. Interesting stuff. Let's see. This forced Nero to pivot to a whole new accusation entirely that didn't really make much sense. Basically, Nero is demanding far more information from Vex to be made public. However, Nero seemingly unintentionally slipped and admitted Vex had cancer. Interesting. Okay. We shall look at this. VexMLK held a subathon in November 2020 specifically to celebrate being cancer-free. However, in 2022, she underwent a hysterectomy to remove cancer. After the hysterectomy, she continued claiming to have cancer. Then, in 2025, she once again solicited donations for another cancer surgery. These repeated claims and timelines are inconsistent and do not add up. Now, what's interesting about this is this is not the evidence that she thinks it is. This is not the evidence that Nero thinks it is, to be honest. Again, she went she had a hysterectomy, right? Now, from my understanding, right, a hysterectomy, when it comes to cancer treatment, is different from when you have it, when you end up having it, through other means, right? Because what ends up happening with the hysterectomy, whether you have cancer, is the ovaries and the womb is fully removed, from my understanding. But there is risks of if it is that kind of cancer, which requires a hysterectomy, there is always a risk of the cancer having spread to elsewhere. For example, it can spread to the lungs. It can spread to other places of the body. They can be partial or total. Thank you. Also, thank you very much, Metal Man, for the $2. I would like to donate to Yen and not melting fun to the Yen not melting fun. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Oh, look, the goals are actually working. I can turn this off now. Let's go. Okay. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. But the point being is, as I said at the beginning of this stream, right? Vex has claimed to have survived cancer 6 different times, right? I believe is the number that they use. That does not stop. Just having a treatment that helps towards removing cancer does not mean that you have fully removed the cancer. It can be in remission. It can have spread to a different part of the body. It can do lots of different things. It could be seen as benign from a surgeon or from a doctor. For example, if for whatever reason that Vex didn't go to the doctors or didn't get scheduled checkups and stuff like that, if they didn't keep getting checkups with it, it could have been ignored or missed. Again, I am kind of going into speculatory territory with that, but at least with the prior stuff, I think that's pretty evident that that's what would have happened. But yeah, interesting. Speaking of, I'm gonna have my net. Let's see. Just wanted to get that out of the way because and then the person continues saying, I just wanted to get that out of the way because due to how much Nuru was pressing for this information, it got me thinking about Nuru's own claims. On their old account, they were very open about how proudly Polish they were. Here we go. Even shaming other Slavic people who weren't transphobic. Okay. Let's see. Today is Polish Flag Day. Take pride in your rich heritage, honor your flag, and above all, celebrate your country with dignity and love. And then you have a nice little gift for that. They're replying to someone. You actually believe people can change their gender. If anything, you're a disgrace to the Slavs. Have the day you deserve. Interesting. 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 Okay. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Only problem? They aren't Polish. Rather, they would claim to be American, living and working in Poland. I told you, this situation is fucking bizarre. We have gone from cancer claims to someone faking being Polish. I mean, interesting. Interesting. They would claim to be American, living and working in Poland. They would also claim to be pregnant with a Polish child. However, despite claiming to live in Poland, they would admit to not knowing how to speak Polish. Huh? And then they've got this post saying, "Oh no, an American living in Poland who uses the Canadian App Store for cheaper prices. Got anything else? Transbian? Okay. So you're a straight man with extra steps and a fetish. You will never be a woman. Stay mad." Interesting post. What a fucking weirdo. Why lie about being Polish from a Polish guy? It's not all that, Lamau. True. I remember someone lie about they were from Germany just because they were in love with someone. That's interesting. What the hell? Let me zoom in for you guys. Here we go. This makes no sense for numerous reasons, but the biggest one being if this was an image from a Polish hospital in Warsaw. Wait, what? Did they not include the image? Interesting. It would have been written in English rather than being written in Polish. Due to Nuri's obsessive online behavior, I grew very skeptical of their claims. What image? What are you talking about? I don't see an image referring to a hospital? What? What? I don't see anything. I don't know why that's a weird one to not provide evidence for. I don't know how I feel about that. Eventually it got suspended. Oh, goodness. Eventually they got suspended for their harassment of Vex, which they wasted no time rebranding an alt account they had to Vex Scams. Only they caught my attention pretty early on before they seemingly could set up everything up, which is when I captured this. Okay, here we go. Date joined March 2025. Account based in the Netherlands. So chat. This person is LARPing as a Polish person. Huh? Why? What is the point? What is the point? What is actually the point? Oh my god. Okay. The Netherlands, and this isn't the only strong evidence pointing towards Nero lying about being Polish at all, as they have several posts still where they write in Dutch. Pretty accurate Dutch too. The second image is them acknowledging that they are in fact Nuri. Okay then, let's see. Speaking Dutch, I can only assume. Hey, welcome back. I saw you got suspended. Die fans, Van, die. Okay, this account will stay active for as long as my main ones remain banned, and then more, I don't know. Thank you very much to a sketch for the $2. Is the hospital in the room with us? Apparently so. I cannot see it. See, here's the thing with this, right? And I'm gonna finish this thread before I make this point, but okay, we'll get into it. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. Let's see. Something I noticed when Nuri was still active on their old main was how little evidence there was of them living in Poland. A prime example was that when they posted a convenience poster written in Polish, however, a quick image reverse search found the original. Huh? Interesting. So they made this post titled Zabkra Mummy. Okay. Interesting. And then they reversed image searched it to the exact same image. My apologies, Zabkra, I was unfamiliar with your game. And this seems to be an image that's been posted around quite a bit. Huh? Well, okay. If I'm being fair, right? I know I've been pretty critical of Neuro. They never explicitly claimed that they took this picture. To be fair, they never really claimed that they took this picture. I mean, okay. If I really have to, okay. They've said Zabkra Mummy. I'm saying the words. And then you look at the actual posts that have been reversed image searched. And this one says, my apologies, Zabka. I was unfamiliar with your game. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering Polish. Please kill me. So they never actually claimed that they took this picture, which is the annoying thing. So here's I'm gonna make this point here, and it will become more evident in this thread. Nuru, a lot, is asking for the putting the onus of evidence for Vex to prove that they have cancer, right? Which I think, at least from my stance, I don't think you have to prove that you have cancer. I don't think you have to provide medical documents for that. Like, they have provided medical documents that shows that they have at least been to a cancer, a cancer center, for help with that, right? And personally, I think that's enough for me. I don't think you need to disclose any more PII or personal information than that. To be honest, I don't know. Obviously, it's gonna be different from people to people, but you know. But on the same hand, right? I think there can be evidence pointing towards the fact that Nuru is who they claim they are as well, right? We have it on both sides. There is things you can state about both sides with this, okay? Obviously, I would say the severity is a bit different, sure, when it comes to what people are claiming Nuru is lying about compared to what Vex is lying about, right? Because if we actually go back up, right, we go back up a little bit, because they will use this as a claim, as a bit of additional evidence. Where is it? Later on. Oh no, American living in Poland using the Canadian App Store for cheaper prices. Now, later on in this thread, right, they will use this point to claim that, oh, they use a VPN. I mean, oh, the image is right here. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay. I may have missed some posts by accident. Yeah, I believe I've missed some posts by accident. Whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. We'll look at it. We'll look at it though. Okay. Which could mean that they could have just been using a Netherland account or a Netherland VPN when they were creating their alt account. Right? That's completely plausible. Again, like I said, when it comes to the image of them using that convenience store image, right? That seems to be a thing that had already existed around. But they were never claiming the fact that they posted that image, at least in the evidence that we've seen, right? So again, there's two sides to this situation, which I find it interesting, right? Again, difference in severity, difference in the way that these people are acting on either side. But yeah. Let's see. So there was also this. Where is it? Oh, damn it. I've accidentally fucking clicked off. Fuck's sake. Oh, where is it? 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 I'm trying to get back to it. Why is it not going? Did they delete this message? Did they delete that message? Hold on. Is that why I'm not finding it when I click on it? Is that why? It's just like, it's kind of like pseudo here. Okay. Where is it? Because there was this message. Where was it? Fuck's sake, where's it gone? Sorry, chat. Okay, let me see. Can I open this? It's not actually letting me open this. Can I? No, it just takes me right back up to the top. That's so weird. Okay. I'll pull it up like we have before then. Also, hello Sofa King Weetard. Welcome in. Okay, here we go. Here we go. While I don't have the screenshot of the post, the only evidence for being pregnant, and this is referring to Nuru, was a picture of their unborn son's ultrasound image on a board. Now, there was no identifiable information on said image outside of the location of where the image was taken. Warsaw, Poland. This makes no sense for numerous reasons, but the biggest one being that this was an image from a Polish hospital in Warsaw. It wouldn't be written in English, rather it would have been written in Polish. Due to Nuru's obsessive online behavior, I grew skeptical of their claims. Okay, I might have read that part, or I may have forgotten to make a point on that. But what's interesting about this is, again, there's no evidence. There is no evidence of the hospital. You can't expect, we can't have it both ways, right? We can't expect the evidence of Vex to be enough and the evidence of Neuro to be enough when you're not providing it for either one. Like, it's a lot of like vice versa with this situation. Because now this person again is a person who is who is being quote retweeted by Vex, right? Which is why this person is important in this. You don't have evidence for the claims, and again, some of the claims that you're making can be explained. So it's you can't have both, to be honest with you. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Where were we? Ah, here we go. To try and play it off, they wrote this tweet, which is in Polish, claiming that they spoke Polish too. Only this message is poorly written and obviously Google translated according to Polish friends of mine. Don't forget they claim to also not know how to speak Polish before. Okay. I don't speak Polish because I'm not near Polish. I never claimed to be. I live and work in Poland. Okay, yeah. Okay. What's this? So no, I'm not using a VPN. Here we go again with that tired accusation. I'm not using a VPN, and I use the Canadian App Store for cheap prices. Okay. Lol, they just might be bad at speaking Polish. Again, I am giving both sides on this, right? An out or an explanation for this, right? For a very good reason. Because both sides are being unfair to one another now. I think it's really ridiculous at the end of the day. But yeah, we're gonna continue. They have since updated their account's info to say Poland. However, it's very obvious this was changed with a VPN, something they've openly discussed using numerous times in order to do a loophole for cheaper goods online. Okay. Can you even do that? Can you even change where the account is based? Can you change? Let me look this up. Can you change where an X account is based? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'm just looking this up now, and it says that the limitations for changing where your account is based is simply using a VPN is often insufficient to change the actual account based in country, as X considers sign-up details, billing info, and long-term login history. Changes may also take time to reflect, and some users report that X may revert changes if VPN use is detected. So, again, there is an explanation for that as well. It's Preggers or Preggers Schrodinger's pregnancy. Interesting comment. Oh my god. Okay. So not only are they not Polish because they aren't Polish. What? Okay. I will say this, right? That is the one thing that they seem to have gone right with this. But again, I guess that can come up to interpretation as well. Are you Polish if you live in the country, or are you Polish because you migrated there? Sorry, I just thought the stupid JJK meme when I said that. God damn it. God damn it. But yeah, are you classed as Polish because you've immigrated there, or are you not? I don't know. That sounds like a very dicey territory to get into. Very much Brexit small boats language going on there. So I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, they could still be American, although they absolutely aren't the Polish pregnant woman they are pretending to be. See, I don't like that. Because again, you haven't even provided any evidence to support the claim of them not being pregnant or them not having a child. That is extremely weird. Again, now we are going on to two somewhat. I'm not trying to power scale it, okay? Quote unquote equal field in terms of like what both sides are accusing each other of faking. Here, it's. I don't like it. I really don't like it, because again, we could have gone without this. We could have gone out with this, gone out without like this attack. And I probably wouldn't have said anything else. We would have been done by now. But no. Nor I do believe they are a woman either. Okay. There's zero evidence to suggest they were outside of being pregnant. Could this be them being like snide in the fact that like Nero has basically been insisting that the burden of proof is on Vex, and because that burden of proof has not been provided to Nero's standard, they are then playing that card? Maybe that's what they're doing, I don't know. But then we have the message saying this is very deranged incel chud behavior. And all seriousness with this claim has been thrown out the window. God damn it. Oh, why? Why? When you're defending someone who's being accused of faking cancer, do you end a sentence with deranged incel chud behavior? Okay, dude. Okay. I don't know why someone would LARP as a pregnant Polish woman, but if I had to guess, I imagine it have to be something to do with their weird fantasy about Poland being some sort of white utopia based on this message here. So yeah, it turns out it was Nero lying the whole time. I'm American, pregnant with a Polish child, and the wait time for this residency permit is absolutely ridiculous. I'm paying top dollar for a strong immigration lawyer to handle everything, but when I went to the office last time in Warsaw, the majority of people there were non-white. Okay. Okay. I'll add to this thread as well. But one of the things Nero also keeps getting wrong is how many kids they allegedly have. Originally, it was one kid, and one hasn't been born yet. But they keep saying stuff like this, implying that they've given birth to more than one kid. Okay, we'll have a look. Let's see. Someone asks, I mean, if he believes children can consent to HRT, what the hell is this? And permanent life-altering surgeries, you succeed in your duty as a mother by not giving what he wants. Okay. And then we have Nero on their alt account saying, my kids are being raised with Christian values, free from all that woke nonsense. There's zero chance they'll be exposed to it. Sylvie can take his weird behavior elsewhere. I don't know. What? Wait. What? Originally it was one kid, and one hasn't been born yet, but they say stuff like this that implies they've given birth to more than one kid. It doesn't imply that. Again, if I'm being fair, it does not imply that either, because it could refer to kids as in both of them quite easily. God damn it, man. God damn it. There's absolutely there'll be zero chance for them to be exposed to woke nonsense because they don't exist. Why are you still pretending that they do when you've done such a sloppy job convincing anyone who has a working frontal lobe? Again, not the person I think you want to be promoting in terms of like your defense argument here, because I would say, aside from, I think in terms of if we had to scale the amount of evidence that each person has provided in terms of like who people saying who they have what they say they have, I would say from a scale of 1 to 10, right? I would say that Vex is sitting at probably about a 6, and Nero is sitting at a 5. Just because Vex has actually provided some form of documentation and stuff like that. But again, these are things that I don't think I would have any reason to suggest that either of these people are faking. I don't think there's enough evidence here to suggest that either one of these people is faking it, which is incredibly interesting. Now, this is where it would end, right? But there have been some more developments with this, and just so we're getting the full thing of this before we move on, let's get to the teeth part. Teeth part, okay. So Nero got their account back. There we go. She's ditched the cancer scams and moved on to dental ones now. If you actually needed money for dental work, maybe don't drop $600 on a Lamborghini rental, especially with that broken tooth you've had since 2020. Fixing it should have been Excuse me, should have been your priority from the start. Okay. Vex posts. Okay, I have a very serious question for everyone. I have a dental appointment on May the 29th, and the total cost of this appointment will be approximately $1,600 after tax. If we reach that amount donated by the 29th, I will do a massive advanced GG giveaway for free discontinued flavors, and anyone who donates $20 will receive a special print as long as you're comfortable sharing with me where to send it. This appointment is to save one of my molars that has been broken since 2020 and the nerve is visible. Is that okay with everyone? Donations are appreciated but are never expected. It's not a scam. I hate people when you use these fucking words, man. Where is the post I saw? Where is the post I saw? Let me pull up their account. It's not a scam. They are just saying that they need dental work. Can you guys donate? Now, you can go ahead and have any level of opinion you want about, like, quote-unquote e-begging, right? Or asking for money. Again, you don't have to donate to someone if they are asking or requesting for money, right? From everything I've seen with Vex, right? There's been no posts or anything I've seen where they're like, if you don't donate to me, you're a bad person. Like proper, what's his name? Is it Darkside Phil? Is it Darkside Phil who did that shit? I believe so. But no, there's no evidence of that from my understanding. It's interesting. Isn't Christianity supposed to be woke though? At least following Jesus in the New Testament? Depends. Depends on what your interpretation of woke is. Also depends on your interpretation of the Bible. Depends on how people read the scripture. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on the Bible. I read it once when I was a small little child. Because I just read whatever books were on the shelf as a child. It's why, what's it called? The Wind in the Willows is one of my favorite stories because I read that as a child and then I watched it on VHS. Very good film. Yen streaming says, and so. Listen, okay. The weather has been killing me, Placeballer, okay. I've been amongst the living, okay, amongst the people trying to get on the job market recently, okay. It is pain. I am overqualified, and yet I still am in pain. But anyway. Let me see if I can find this. It should be pretty easy for me to find. Where the hell is this post? They keep posting AI images. Not what I'm looking for. Here it is. Boing. Let's see. What's the post they've said? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this is a reply to it. For anybody wondering, the procedure in green. Okay. And this is just proof of this is proof of the dental surgery that they will need. Interesting. Oh shit, what's happened there? Woo! Don't know why that happened. That scared me. But no, that's just... Again, it's not a scam. They have provided evidence like you've been asking for. Again, there could be a question about whether or not they've been spending money correctly. Sure, you could say that. I think that's a fair thing to point out. But also, it's not a scam. It's not a scam. They are just asking for money to help pay for it. You don't have to donate. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. It's very weird. It's an extremely weird grift to try and do to somebody. Again, I think that the person that was trying to... the Sylvie person who was trying to back Vex, I think they could have gone probably without trying to do an attack on Nuru, because there's really not that much of a difference in terms of the amount of evidence that Nuru has against Vex and Vex's supporter has against Nuru, right? It kind of cancels each other out. Very weird situation. I've been wanting to cover it for a while. Very interesting. Again, there's some stuff that I don't really care about the situation. I don't really care if she has a fansly or this crap, okay? It's entirely unrelated. I know that apparently Mama Rocco had a major thing of that being the part that they covered. I skimmed a part of their live stream, and that just seemed to be the main thing that they were talking about. Very weird. Again, each to their own. I don't really care if someone does that kind of stuff, okay? At the end of the day, I really couldn't care less. But yeah. It's interesting stuff. But without further ado, I will probably be changing what we are covering, okay? I think this was an interesting little thing to cover, okay? Considering everything recently has been either been the quartering, okay? It's been Destiny drama. It's been Aiden interpersonal drama that I won't be covering, okay? I will be saying that. When it comes to the stuff that happened to Aiden, the stuff that got leaked, listen, I've had my beef with the guy, okay? I don't really like... I'm not like on the best terms, right? But I'm not gonna go ahead and sit here and make fun of people for being like having their like personal life being leaked or rumors being spread in that regard. I think that is incredibly gay. I didn't cover it when Vlad was having his stuff with his leaks with Tempest. I thought that was incredibly gay. I'm not gonna be doing it for Aiden. It's just a standard that I have. But yeah, it's why I've kind of been like sitting in the shadows. Okay. Let me see. Lego Scandal, Bricks and Minifigs, here we go. I want the actual official person. I want the actual creator. Okay, here we go. Reckless Ben. I want to get the first video up. I don't know how long these videos are, but it should be interesting, and I'm very quickly, chat. Very quickly. Don't leave me. Don't abandon me, okay? I'm just going to be changing the stream title. MLK drama. Do. There we go. Save. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. I will now get this pulled up for all of you beautiful people, okay? Happy days. Happy days. So, intro to this section of the content, okay? Hello, Beefamat. Thank you for the $2. A child? A child. What? A child? You've stun-locked me, but thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Yen getting any money on the internet is scamming, obviously. No one is free will. All of us just click donate the moment someone points to it. True. Speaking of, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to like and subscribe, okay? Donating is completely optional, but it helps me out greatly. If we hit the goal, we manage to get some lovely marshmallows, and it helps me go towards my PC fund and everything else that allows me to bring amazing content to all you beautiful people. Hello, Lakari. Welcome in. But yes, without further ado, we are going to get right into this next section. Why did I do such a commentary voice for that? I didn't like that. And why is my phone going off? Oh my god, I am getting so distracted. Why is my trading account blowing up? Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. How do I turn this off? Go away. There we go. It's gone away now. I'm so focused. Yen is scamming. Get her, please. Please don't. Okay. Here it is. The actual video.
This man spent his life.
I was going by your thumbnail about a fake child. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we've gone through that subject. Oh my god, what a mess. What a mess. But so, context. This guy, Reckless Ben, okay, about 10 days ago, he released a video basically talking about a Bricks and Minifigs scandal that went on, basically. He's going to explain it, but I might as well give a quick TLDR, okay? So this is old guy, right? He had a very expensive Lego collection, totaling in value at probably about, wow, as the video says, $200,000 worth of Lego. This guy this guy's grandson or son, I can't remember which way around it was, went to go sell this guy's Lego set on his behalf, or Lego sets on his behalf, to a Bricks and Minifigs. For those who do not know, Bricks and Minifigs is a very well-known company that sells Lego sets both in stores and online. They are basically one of the biggest companies when it comes to selling secondhand collectible Lego items. And as some people who are very nerdy, and I'm sure a lot of you are, that stuff can be expensive. For example, I mean, the most common one, the most identifiable rare piece of Lego would be the Cloud City Boba Fett figure. Let me see if I can grab the price for it without doxing myself. Hold on. See how much it is now. Cloud City. City figure cost. Let's see. It's currently valued between let's see. It's currently valued at $1,944 based on recent sales. Basically, from my understanding, the reason why that figure, and keep in mind this is just a minifig, is so expensive is because it only came in one set. But anyways, beside the point. This guy went to go take his father or grandfather's sets to go out and be sold. Basically, they had a deal set up. This lady who was running the store got fired, and then they tried getting their money back. It's a whole thing. I think it's probably best if we get into it, okay? So I can actually rest my voice. Oh god. Okay, let's get into it, chat.
Life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire
censored in the top right. What the hell?
Thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out
more than Yen's Lego career. True.
to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point,
Did I say Lego career? I said Lego career, didn't I? YouTube career. Fuck. Okay.
my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment,
Why is
I
there such a
promised
big
Brian
censor
that
on
I would
Bob?
not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the
Okay.
thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks
Here we
and
go.
Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
Is the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifig.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere, Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's
Right.
Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets.
Okay, let's see. Consigned merchandise shall remain the property of Mansell until sold. Okay.
But every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of
Why is it-
inventory.
oh,
So that
dude, okay.
store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like,
Oh my
all
god.
the shelves filled.
Dude, that is a lot of Lego.
They had to bring in
That is so much, and they're all vintage sets. See, listen, okay. Something guys might know about me, I had a phase of really liking vintage Lego sets. I've got quite a few still in storage. Nothing too crazy, okay. They're all like Lego Star Wars sets, but I've got some kind of cool ones. I've got like Palpatine's like shuttle that he used to pick up Anakin from Mustafar when he was like melting to death. I got that one. I got a few different ones, okay. I've got an unbuilt Millennium Falcon, or at least I think it is, because it's like a second-hand one without the instructions. Should be interesting when I try and put it together, but we'll see.
extra shelves and filled the whole party room.
God, that's a lot. That is a lot. And a UCN. Dude. Oh my god, dude, there's so many. That's a lot. And a lot, dude, even some of these individual sets are just massively expensive. Like, the full-on, like, massive boxes with a bunch of different stuff in it. Dude, that's crazy. I've got that one. I know I've got that one there. I've got that one. I don't have that one. Definitely don't have that one. I'm going to be looking to see which ones I do or do not have at this point. But no, this is a UCN collector's item. They're expensive. I think I have this. I think I have this that's behind this lady here. Maybe.
With shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country. I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next like 4 to 5 months.
She told the
Okay.
Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
They let me know that they had somebody who was interested in purchasing a franchise in the area. He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. It wasn't until Brandon got there that he informed me that they were terminating my franchise agreement.
What?
We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called.
That's
I
so
told
weird.
corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it. She was actually able to save all the security camera
Okay.
footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there in the security cam footage.
Let's see.
It's him at the store kicking her out.
Oh shit.
In
Really?
that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't
Okay.
have the tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
He takes on all of that consignment. Okay.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So, Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there
Oh my
are
god,
ours.
that's so many.
And he goes, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's going to happen.
Oh.
If we go to court, we're going to drag this thing out so long and you're going to end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten out of it, that it ain't worth it, man.
That is actually like villain shit. What? Dude, why would you even do that? That is actually like diabolical behavior. That is that, I don't even know if that's is that even legal? It doesn't feel legal, okay? If bare minimum, it's like extremely fucking scummy. What are you saying? You are threatening, basically, to say that, look, you do not want to go ahead and fuck with us because we are going to bleed your money dry. We are going to make sure this is not even worth you going after, okay? That is incredibly scummy if true. That is actually insane behavior. Oh my god.
So if that's the route you want to go, and I go, that's really the route you want to go, rather than just letting me walk in there, and he goes, nope.
Bro.
Dang.
What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court. And almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems
They've just, like, stolen all of this guy's stuff and now are just flaunting it online. That would be insane. Could you imagine if your house was being, like, robbed? Right? Imagine if your house was robbed, right, of all your worldly possessions. Imagine if your nan's urn was robbed from your house and then the thief decided to go ahead and post it online. Put it on, like, fucking Etsy and started, like, flaunting that shit, being like, yeah, this is my stuff now, okay? This is my stuff. You're going to be asking, is that legal a lot in this video? And the answer every time is no. Okay. Interesting. Dude, I'm fuming. I feel like I'm going to get more pissed off as this video goes on. But oh my god, that is actually diabolical behavior. I've never seen this set before. This is interesting. This definitely looks like a Jedi Starfighter, but I've never seen it with these pieces before. That's an interesting one. Oh my god. Welcome to America? Yeah, seems like it. Jesus Christ, man.
like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world.
That's so many sets. Okay, these aren't that expensive, but in, like, mass, that is quite a lot. I know it's all still his stuff, but actually, tell a lie. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'll read it out for you. $20 a piece, $12 a piece. These are all each, right? $5 a piece. Oh my god, dude.
And they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
It's so scummy.
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy's money and his stuff back.
Hold on, that's the full inventory. Does this video still exist? Hold on. Let me see if I can find this video, because I'm actually very curious to see the whole inventory. YouTube. Let me see if I can find this. Collecting weekly. Helper, fellow, collector. Let's see if this, okay, this still does exist. Okay, let's see the inventory. Does this have the inventory? Does it have it linked? Oh, we have a drive. Holy shit, okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, yeah, they have a full fucking drive of this. Oh my god, hold on. What is this? Let me read this. Oh wow, they've got like a whole thing here of what they wrote. Okay. I'll get this pulled up on stream actually, this is interesting. Hold on. I don't know if anyone's really looked at this. Let's have a look. Bricks and Minifig socials. About the collection we displayed this weekend. We look forward to seeing you all. In the world. Okay, wow. Okay, so they've even like, this is all back in like 2023. Okay. Here's some information about the collection that we will be displaying this weekend. We look forward to seeing you all at, all you LEGO Star Wars fans. Saturday and Sunday, the 11th and 12th of November, the Bricks and Minifig store in Salem, Kaiser. Kaiser? Is it Kaiser? Listen, I'm a wrestling fan, okay? I see Kaiser, I think a Ludwig Kaiser, okay? Displaying one of the largest, most valuable privately held collections of LEGO Star Wars LEGO in the world. The event will be open to journalists and public for photos before the collection goes on sale. In the early 90s, Ed Marshall predicted Star Wars LEGO would be a very good investment. Over the next 15 years, he purchased approximately 20,000 of LEGO Star Wars and preserved them, sealed them in the original boxes. The investment really paid off. The collection is now estimated to be worth well over $200,000. Multiple sets, including the highly priced, incredibly rare Cloud City set, are now worth more than 10,000 each. Okay, I did mention this. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. That minifig, that Boba Fett minifig, right, is from this set. I've never actually heard of anyone talk about the set itself. The set itself is worth 10,000? That's insane. Oh my god. Some of the individual minifigs are worth more than $1,300 each. Okay, that's clearly referring to the actual Boba Fett Cloud City figure. Tenfold increase in value of Marshall's collection is a greater return than if Marshall had put the same amount of money into the stock market in a Dow Jones index fund. Okay, keep in mind, right, this is all bricks and minifigs, right? This is the store basically talking about this, right? They are basically being like, wow, look how much this set costs, guys. Wow, they are making so much. He got such a crazy investment here, and we're gonna steal it all, is what they've done with this. That is insane. Okay, here is actually the collection. Oh my god, dude. The nerd in me is so fucking interested in this. Oh my god. I got the Mos Eisley trilogy box, $349. Like, there's a lot of these that are like incredibly expensive. Incredibly expensive. Like a lot of battle packs as well. Oh my god. Wait, is that free? Oh my god. This guy collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Death Star UCNs. Oh my god. This guy had a crazy collection. That is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. God damn it. Trying to search. Cloud. I would like to actually search the word. Okay, he had 2 Cloud City sets. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Do I have to wait before you get into it? Because I'm so curious as to why someone would fake being Polish. That's like faking you having an STD. We've already covered it. Lakari, you may have to rewind the VOD if you're interested, okay? But yeah, that's interesting, okay. We'll get back to the video though.
VTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
We can figure out how to get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
Some people do gold. This man went Lego. I would. Dude, I would. If I was a little child and I had the money, I would have gone straight into Lego, okay? I would have gone straight into Lego. Lego. I have some Bionicles sets, though. They probably don't have all the pieces, but Bionicles was very cool. Very cool series. Wish they brought it back, but they will not.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks and Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we can, you know, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I had terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now.
Jesus.
Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go, you know?
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop
Americans and their fucking commutes. Holy shit. Let me also turn this down a little bit.
at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back. And now, 16 hours later, we're finally pulling up to the Bricks and Minifigs store. So I started a pair of spy camera glasses. That's what I'm going to use to film this. Okay. Honestly, I kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically, my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
You can go ahead and leave now.
Oh,
really? So you can go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
What the fuck, dude? That was instantaneous. That's insane. Wait, so this happened in 2019? Wait, what? Okay, so a lot of this investigation must have happened a while ago. Oh my god. Okay. This must have taken a while for them to get this done then, if this was all back in 2019. But that is insane. That is insane. So they must have had this, like, immediately marked as, like, basically anyone who comes questioning about this set of, like, Legos, ban them from the store immediately. That is absolutely deranged behavior. Oh my god.
Leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed. Watch the cameras. I am being harassed. You need to leave.
Literally, all I did was just bring up that my friend has some Legos in their store, and the manager started freaking out on me. But I wasn't going to leave the store without hearing her side of the story. Before showing up, I printed out a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead, the manager should be checking the store's inventory to see if these sets are still in their store.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't want that.
You do, though. You
go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
I tried for a long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
He's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically, what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
How's it going?
And this was corporate side of the story.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated, and we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions, for sure.
That's really
so when they
weird.
say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
So I showed the manager what corporate Bricks and Minifigs said.
When corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, this is
okay,
what
dude.
corporate told us.
I am
not
happy that's what corporate told you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
Can you give me a
What?
reason to leave, I guess?
Have you guys heard me ask him several times?
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
Exactly.
How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason?
There's definitely some knowledge here, definitely in place here. I'm not doubting that maybe that's like, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the rule. I don't think corporate was lying. I wouldn't be surprised, right, if this lady was fully aware of like the value of this collection, and would get a pretty fucking sizable chunk of money from it, from the sale happening in her store that she's managing. Interesting. Very interesting.
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave.
I've never actually seen someone so dead set to defend a company they work for. It's really pathetic. I don't understand how people can be so like vehemently defensive of a company that they work for. Like, oh my god. Wow, I'm being harassed. This is what I'm hearing from her. Just being inconvenienced by someone asking questions. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I see that. I just think there's a lot more to it than that. I mean, you got $200,000 worth of a collection on the line here. Insane.
Leave. You leave. I've asked you how many times to leave this. I've been asking to leave.
Eventually, the owner of the store called in and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifig store?
That's not the owner.
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, at least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection...
Surely she manages this specific location or base employee standing up for the corporation. Well, considering how we've now just learned that she was not the owner, kind of seems that way. It kind of seems that way, unless she's the manager. I don't know how their company is organized, but either way, that's incredibly weird behavior.
...is not the store's property. It's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back from my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have him, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, it's his. He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
Oh.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
What?
Josh, the police have shown up right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police are here now, so once I show him the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So they
they have our sets though, yeah.
I understand that. Right here, the factor is that they don't want you. They're a private owned store, and they don't want you.
Yeah, but there's a contract.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of...
That's incredibly weird from the officer. That's incredibly weird. Like, normally with stuff like this, right, from my understanding of things, right, the officer, like, if you're a police officer and you're basically being told that this store is, like, violating a contract, like, dude, it doesn't make any sense.
Legos. For some reason,
why would
he
you,
made it
why would you not investigate this further?
Seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespass from here. So
okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come back, you could be arrested. Okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay, we talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested.
Well, this guy can't do anything then.
So
this is so weird.
Again, Rob, you come back, we're in the car, and we're gonna arrest you.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store. And if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we are going to be arrested.
Is there,
that's so weird.
I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, we just gotta leave. Okay?
What?
So, leave now.
Okay. I'm not allowed to be in the parking lot?
No,
Weird.
This is all private property.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Interesting.
We've been filming for 10 minutes and I'm already trespassed from Bricks and Minifigs, which is like the whole location of the video. So how do I...
I am kind of a bit confused. I will say he probably could have gone there a bit better. He had the manager on the phone. Why did he not explain the contract to him? Or the owner of the store, sorry, I should specify. Very weird. Very weird.
Film a video at Bricks and Minifigs now if I can't even legally go back there. So, to continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices. And the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, the guy who runs the entire company, Ammon McNeff, he personally came out to talk to us.
Interesting.
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
Yes, you
You're
are.
not?
No.
Is that a lie?
No.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No.
Yep.
So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's like
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope.
What?
Never happened.
What? That is such a blatant lie. That is such a fucking blatant lie. What? Dude, okay.
I mean, it did happen, yeah. It does happen.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because his Legos were in the store and you guys took them. I know you think lying to us right now is kind of like helping you out.
I'm not lying to you.
Well, look,
such a blatant lie.
No, we don't know that.
So, I showed him some social media posts his own company made that are still up that claims that these are Brian Mansell's Lego sets. And these Lego sets that they're still holding on to
there we
are
go.
worth $200,000. But all of these claims are from his own company. We just caught the CEO of the entire company red-handed in a lie. Yeah, it's crazy to me that even the CEO is in on this cover-up. But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's going to be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really going to like it.
No, okay.
But we're getting it back either way, so it's like you can either...
So you can leave. If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave
What?
right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
No, it's not.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Dude.
You've been asked to leave. Please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has
That
made
is
their...
insane. That is insane, getting caught in such a fucking lie like that. Dude, what a fucking cunt. I'm not gonna lie, if anyone, right, if you catch anyone who does their hair like this, red fucking flag. Okay? This guy has some demons in the closet, okay? If you fucking wax your mustache like that, with that fucking hair, there's something wrong. Hey, you're a wrong one. You've done something. You've done something. Fucking Christ, oh my god. What's supposed to happen is the cops here, they stole $2,000 worth of, $200,000 worth of Lego sets, and they're supposed to apprehend the store owners and or the CEO and put them in cuffs. I'm sure there'll be like a whole thing with it. To be honest, I feel like that would be kind of like a small, a civil matter. But it's very interesting. Didn't they post on their social media about the Legos? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And even after being shown that information, this guy, the CEO of the company, is like, no, we didn't steal from you. Fucking weirdos. Oh my god. Please tell me this has a good ending. I'm getting so mad. I don't know. We will see. We will see. I wish you didn't add the music though. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's a bit extra. It is a bit extra. Interesting.
If you've been asked to leave, please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision. I presented them very politely with the easy way, and they said, heck no! Welp, they've only left me one other option, which is the hard way. But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to the store, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
So, we all regrouped together to rewatch the footage I've gotten so far. And there was one thing the manager said that might be a way forward for us.
I have not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
Do you have their number?
I'm not giving it to you.
Why don't you give it to me?
Oh.
Because isn't that the logical next step if we're supposed to
Well,
work
you
with
have
the
all the
owners?
information
Then
right there, right?
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number. No. So yeah, if you give me if that's what you want me to do, then you could give me the number and I can.
No, I want you to leave.
Basically, she's putting all of the blame on the owner of the store, which is good to find out. The only problem is she's not giving me the owner's number.
Yeah, if you could give me a number and we could call
I'm not
them.
giving you anything except for calling the police.
But you told me to call the owners, right?
You're absolutely right, but I've asked you how many times to leave the store.
But you have his number? Or?
No, I don't have any of their numbers.
Dang.
That's why I was like,
Dudes.
corporate keeps telling me to contact the owners of the store, but with no contact info. So I try to contact the store, and the store hangs up on me and says I'm harassing them.
That's so
The manager
weird.
is really trying to protect the store owner from getting in trouble. So if she's not going to give me his number, I'm just going to have to find it a different way. She hands me the phone. We might be able to see his name and number. Josh Lego. Well, we found out the owner's name is Josh. However, the number was way too blurry on the spy glasses. No, it's so blurry. So I checked the store's Instagram to see if it follows anyone named Josh, which it doesn't. So I checked their business records, but everything got scrubbed. This owner is really going to any length he can to stay fully anonymous. After watching the
What a
footage
weird
over and
behavior.
over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults and I've personally experienced some of the
That's
most
interesting.
intense and crazy brainwashing in the entire world. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these Bricks and Minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could.
What?
And yes,
Okay,
that's
dude.
the plan. Brainwash the Bricks and Minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So, yes, I'm actually just starting a regular old Lego club. Yep, that's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber, so he would look powerful, and the employees here will have to listen to him.
Okay.
My name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs.
What the hell?
All right, guys. We are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing, but we had to make sure that these employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Dang, let's go. Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic.
What the hell?
Hey, I'll send you that clip.
What's with the blur? I don't know.
Later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now,
This
we
is
have to
such a
come up with some
crazy
type
way of
way
doing this.
to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't wanna.
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
He's doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
This is bizarre.
Go, 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 go.
And these employees started their YouTube challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna torture you guys with all this. All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
High five, sweet. So now I'm gonna call my producer. It's going right now.
How's it going?
We have the winner right over here.
We're partnering with the local Lego club, and we're gonna kind of do like an award ceremony. Like the Lego club wants to host the award ceremony for you, so yeah. And just like that, she's in. So we traveled deep into the woods and waited for this employee to show up.
This is bizarre. What the fuck?
And with that, our new cult member has arrived.
You're the Lego Queen!
Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
Before you can brainwash someone,
Dude, if that, I did not expect it to go this way. What a strategy just to learn some guy's name. Dude. Okay.
they have to be open to it. And most cults achieve this by making the new recruit seem like the most special person in the entire world.
Official best employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to Caledonia! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen!
Lego queen, Lego queen.
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power.
I do not like any of this. It's so extra. Yeah, it's incredibly weird. It's incredibly weird. I don't understand how this would have ever worked. This strategy is very rapey, not gonna lie. I mean, if a bunch of people decided, yeah, hey, you want to get your reward? Come into the woods. Come into the woods. Meet us in the forest, where the voices call your name. Like, dude, what a crazy strategy. What, for $100? Would you go into the forest for $100? Let me know, chat. Would you go into the forest for $100? Oh my god.
If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated. So, we gotta give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes.
Yeah, we're giving you power. You're the most powerful.
Queen says, jump. I feel like I can do anything I want. Step on the Legos.
What the hell?
Beautiful dog pile.
This is bizarre.
Lastly, all cults do group rituals to make you feel like one with the group. So now, we have to become one with this Bricks and Minifigs employee.
Hey, okay, that's the rapiest sentence I think I've ever heard in this entire video. You're gonna do what with the Bricks and Minifigs employee? Okay. Oh my god. Come into the deep woods. I swear we're not going to brainwash you. Come to the woods. One to collect my pages for us is this, the Lego variety.
Brick by brick, 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 brick by.
And now the employee is fully brainwashed. Okay, maybe not fully brainwashed, but we definitely did a much better job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these
This poor girl is probably going to get fired. I actually feel bad for her. She probably did not know she was being filmed. I'd be curious to know if she did. That's like the one thing with this, right? Is I'm pretty sure like this innocent employee's probably going to get fired.
Wars Lego sets.
We heard something about like some like Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything, and then I think they did, and he's still upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have any of it.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie. But good thing now, she's been brainwashed even harder by our cult, and our cult is now going to give her the freedom to finally be able to think logically about this situation.
So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata time-stamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, it's called on you?
Yeah, all I did was...
Oh my god. You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
What? Oh my god.
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side, it's time to finally complete our mission and get Josh the owner's number.
Wait, but you have like their number.
What has changed?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, now that I have the owner's number, it's time to give him a call.
I mean, the rapey wood strategy worked. I mean, it worked. I can't fault them on that, but I can't believe I'm saying I just said that. Guys, I cannot fault them on the rapey wood strategy, okay? It worked, okay? It worked.
Hello, this is Josh.
Hello. I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how we can get them back. Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and...
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called, like, the Super Trooper set, I think. We got... What else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
Interesting.
Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory,
the lying
I decided to send him over a picture of the contract his store is in.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. It's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
And I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest.
That's so criminal. That is so illegal. Oh my god. They did a crap job of keeping her anonymous. If the company is already evil, they're gonna retaliate. Yeah, exactly. Either they sue her or sue him. She will get in trouble or she's gonna lose her job. Which is very sad. I would not be surprised. They really should have just censored her face. They were really not thinking when they were making this video, very clearly.
This Lego Star Wars collection.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
Or you had to take it over from the previous owner, right?
No, that's not how the law works.
Oh,
yeah,
so he's blatantly doing it that way. Interesting.
It is?
So
if that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
What the
You don't just
fuck?
want to give the Legos back? Like,
this guy's a cunt.
Let's go to court. I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
What?
Or do you feel threatened right now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys and they basically spelled it out saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have them an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. That's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have
I don't think they thought this was going to go this far. I mean, dude, I'm not going to lie. This is a channel with 688,000 subscribers. I mean, this guy's content is normally extreme. Does it quite well. I think I've seen this guy in my recommender before. We'll have a quick look. That's not the Lego content. Yeah, I mean, this stuff goes pretty fucking, does pretty fucking well. His content does quite well. Like, I stole, McCamey Manor's secret footage. Like, this guy's stuff does do very, very well a lot of the time. I think even then, even if you don't expect something to go viral, you need to have some care in what you're uploading, okay? Because once something's on the internet, it stays there forever. I mean, the same standard applies to all content creators, even myself, right? You know, there's an expectancy there. But yeah, that is illegal. Yeah, exactly. Dude, this shit is fucking wild, dude. It's actually insane.
Nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
No, I meant to the point. It's still going. That's what. That was why they didn't blur her face. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I think I see what you're saying. Okay.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're the ones that get their lives ruined. In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this. Now Bricks and Minifigs has their life ruined, and you can see Brian and us, we are the ones now doing the illegal activity. So I told my group the plan. We have to do something illegal.
What? Oh, you said you didn't want to do anything illegal.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then have to take us to court. And
oh, yeah, okay, I'm done.
Can we get Danhausen as a palate cleanser after this? Dude, you know game. You know so much game. I want to dap you up right now, Jace. Holy fucking shit, you know game. Love that Danhausen.
I'm down for the illegal stuff. Like
and the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us. What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us? We steal their name.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection.
Would that work though? That would be a different claim though, right? I don't understand how well, I'm not very like savvy with the legal system, but I don't think you can like do that, right? I don't think that's how that works.
And of course, they're also going to try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm going to make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this. So people are just assuming that the...
Yeah, but that's not how that works either, because you are just one for one copying their logo and turning it into a part of your branding. That's not how that works. And it's specified that the Bricks and Minifigs is the trademark. There's nothing here for the "We Steal From Old People" line.
That's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this. So people are just assuming that the name is Bricks and Minifigs, when that's really just the tagline of our company, and our company name is actually We Steal From Old People.
Yeah.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name, it's going to be so easy for me to win this court case. And Brian's going to get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back. All while Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees. So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm going to put my company logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. So I asked ChatGPT what the dimensions of this billboard is. Sick. I'm making my logo with the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal.
Yes, it is.
For us, though, if we go back to the beginning of the video...
Dude, not this guy. No, not this fucking story. I'm not covering that. Fuck that.
Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah. Like they're all locally owned and operated. And we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company. I want to be the owner of the first company.
Ooh, I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner! If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble for anything. Yeah.
This is really not how any of this thing works. I don't know. Dude, okay. I will say so far, it's a good idea, right, what they're trying to do. It's a good, like, wholesome thing. Some of this stuff is very, like, you know, how do I describe this? A lot of what they're trying to do is good, right? They are trying to help out this guy with his fucking Lego set. But if I was this guy, right, and I saw these YouTubers and what they were doing, like, sure, some of the stuff was working. It feels very dramatized. They're very much trying to, like, make money off a YouTube video with this. I don't know. You can have both, right? I get that. There's definitely both of this going on, but this whole thing here feels so dumb. It feels dumb. This is why lawyers still should be involved. Yeah, exactly. It feels like they're not taking it as seriously as they should. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even some of the stuff, right, they were clearly not really thinking when they went into the stores, when it came to asking questions. They should have immediately brought up the contract. They should have immediately been like, well, you've gone ahead and said on CCTV. We have you on CCTV, one of your guys saying that you will take ownership of this shipment. Right? Like, take it to small claims court. Like, you don't need to do anything crazy. Take it to small claims court. If you can't, like, do it against, like, an insanely powerful company, right? That would be what I would say. But yeah.
One of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People.
Okay, dude. That's loud. Sure.
Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo.
And I
That's
basically
illegal.
just sit down here and, yeah, have my franchise owner do everything for me.
Well, another issue is, right, there's another issue with this. It also depends on where that guy specifically is filming. Because, if you remember, and I took note of this when we listened to this, right? They said that the cops said that the shop and the car park is private property. So this should be interesting.
And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck,
Yeah,
ChatGPT?
because you used AI.
Yeah, I miscalculated the size. So, sorry guys.
It'll work for now, so we're still going on with the plan. 2, 1, let's go. We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From...
Wait, where was he?
We're going on with the plan.
He's in the car park. Okay,
2,
man.
1, let's go.
That's dumb.
We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From Old People company booth right outside of their entrance.
If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifig store, they have
That's
to get
also
through
illegal.
me and my
That's
merch.
also illegal.
I have all of the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully they take the bait.
What up? You want to buy some merch?
Yeah.
What's this?
Yeah.
This entire video is a prosecutor's dream, all the proof's right there. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is what happens when you have a YouTuber who, again, I would like to think that this guy still wants to do the right thing in this situation, right? But also wants to, like, add theatrics to it to make it into one of these viral videos. Like, you already had a very strong basis without all of this shit that you're doing. But whatever, you know? I'm just gonna roll with what we have, okay?
We also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly what they're doing in this store is so gross it's probably gonna make all the customers throw up.
Do you have an XL? Large. Well, we stopped a customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs, and he left with our merch.
It was going pretty good, and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store.
Wake up? Okay. Yeah, I might just be out here all day. This is going very well.
It was almost going too well.
It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess.
In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is going to walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front?
What do you, like, is this the main entrance?
Yeah. No. I'm saying like the counters. There's 2. There's one here and then one outside.
No, there's a guy who's selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what? What?
Hello, you want to buy a shirt? What?
You can't be out here doing this.
If you want to buy one, I'll give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here?
It's the guy that was out there. It was the guy that we just trespassed.
What? Was it?
Yes.
She's calling the cops right now.
Uh-oh, the police are here.
This is a problem.
This will be interesting.
The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay? You understand that?
And as you can see, they still haven't sued me.
Oh.
Can't just give up on the plan before being sued. So I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes, and his legal name is also Ben. And once the police find out that they caught the wrong Ben, I'm gonna be super far away.
Oh, it was so cold.
Okay,
You filmed the evidence of you doing the crime, dude.
Get that far away. The water was freezing, but I think I got far away enough at least. But anyways, back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy bricks and minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Police wanted to speak to corporate.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going?
You do what?
Well, the corporation's called We Steal from Old People. And our tagline is bricks and minifigs. We're a legitimate business, so yeah. What?
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, we steal from old people.
No, I know who you are. I mean, who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal from Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they want to...
Here's the situation. Do you really want to get go round and around?
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us. So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company...
You mean the place that you're also trespassed from? Okay.
...would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand
Yeah.
that like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines? That's not the right way of doing it.
Well, I never vandalized the store, but...
people have told us that you have.
What?
I mean, whatever, my, franchises do...
I mean, they have. They have vandalized the store. They put a sign over theirs. That's what he's referring to. They have vandalized the store. They have done that. Again, this is what's really annoying about this video to me, right? I didn't think that it would be this bad, right? In terms of the person who's creating the video. But what Bricks and Minifigs has done to the guy who this YouTuber is meant to be helping out is horrible, right? They are horrid. They're a horrid company, right, for doing what they've done. But this guy is doing it the worst way possible. He is committing a crime. He's not doing this correctly. He's an idiot. Okay? That is so blatant. My brain hurts. I just went through getting my degree in criminal justice. I'm gobsmacked. He's this oblivious. Yeah.
Underneath me, I guess that's I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I guess.
Are you a registered franchise?
Yeah.
You guys have FDDs and everything else?
Yeah.
What states are you registered in?
Oregon.
You're a registered franchisor, so...
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise, too.
The CEO of this company knows pretty much better than anyone that he can't get us in trouble for what we're doing, because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick! Brick by brick!
But, yeah, it's like a legal organization. We have, legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
He's so pissed.
I get what you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever, and that you think that you can do all sorts of fun stuff this way, but it's you have no business being here.
Dude.
Well, we do have business. We have, you guys have a bunch of our Legos.
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to...
Okay, I will say that. Okay, that is quite funny. That is quite funny. Again, both companies are committing illegal acts, okay? Both Bricks and Minifigs and We Steal From All People are both committing different crimes, okay? But it is interesting, okay? It is interesting because Bricks and Minifigs can't do anything about this guy because he's using the exact same strategy that he's using. And if he was to take him to court... What does that have to say about his business practice? It's either they're both legal or they're both illegal. So, Very interesting.
Me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is gonna be hard because right now Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that they aren't criminals, they just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal knowledge.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lottery. That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan.
What if we do a lottery?
Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery.
No. What? Do it through small claims court. I swear to God, if this video ends and they have not gone through the small claims court option, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery.
Now it's not a business deal gone bad. They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense that the police would have to investigate.
That's a good idea. That's interesting.
It turns out this is completely legal for us to do.
You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah. So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah.
To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which, yeah, it actually takes a long time to get one of these, which sucks. But on the DOJ website, it says that if you're a non-profit or a religion, you actually don't need a license. It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first $1 when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me, I'm already the leader of a religion called Scientology Sucks, officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need to register in Oregon for this to work. So I registered for an Oregon PO box, which costs $35. I used it for this new Oregon Scientology nonprofit. I made Oregon Corporation,
Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle.
That means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to investigate.
Interesting. What the hell?
I want everyone's attention. We're doing a Lego raffle. This Lego set is worth $1,000.
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery, and the plan we came up with to get the Legos back won't work. But then we realized, wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
$1 to be on camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out, and each person lost $0.
Okay, I was worried for a second there. Okay, that's actually quite smart.
Be on camera, and then the raffle is $1 though, so would you like to pay $1 for the raffle? Okay, awesome. So here's your ticket. So what's your business? What's our business? Yeah. We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Okay.
Finally, it was time to pick our winner.
We are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
Who won? Yeah, are you the winner?
Well, this family legally won this prize, so now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is at a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
We drove to the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
my sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
I'm not giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a good day.
Amanda has just made it very clear. Instead of giving this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is gonna steal.
Is that how that works though? I actually don't know. I actually don't know if this is even correct, but interesting.
You're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all, or you that's how you want the business to look?
Dude.
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed, so she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Wait, she's not gonna give him a prize?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now they have officially committed a criminal crime. It's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now the police are here. But for some reason, I think they thought
Okay.
that I was the criminal.
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or? Do you have ID or anything on you? No. What's your date of birth? 12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime? I'm trying to figure that out right now.
The police were very confused on who the actual criminals in this situation were. So, we explained everything to them.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
Oh, and we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to investigate.
She looks like she makes her husband miserable. If she has one, definitely. Oh my god. Something about how this guy is going about this is making me highly uncomfortable. Like, I get that his heart is in the right place. No, I get that. No, I agree. I do agree. It's very interesting the way this guy's decided to do this whole thing. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Now that the police have seen the law, they actually agree that a crime has been committed. They're now finally going to do a police investigation on this Lego theft. The investigators started by taking some notes.
They're selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well, he started taking notes until another police officer came and whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him, but whatever it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
And you're trespassing the property for life, okay? You come back, you're gonna go in handcuffs and go to jail.
But they trespassed you? But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to the store. You're not.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of Lego. They have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue between.
No, it's criminal.
That's not a civil issue.
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But
It is
eventually,
incredibly
he said,
weird.
if I don't let him cover up this crime, I'm getting arrested.
It's incredibly weird how the police are acting in this situation. It is incredibly weird. Like, again, I get it. This guy is going about this in a really weird way. The guy keeps trespassing. I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested yet. But oh my god, okay.
I really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to give some outs, okay? We're trying to work with you guys, give you some outs. We can start looking at if you guys falsified a raffle. Whatever that raffle looked like.
Well, here's the thing: it's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point that we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs, take it. Are we all on the same page?
No.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are legally.
Are we done for the night?
No, it's actually required by you guys to investigate this, and it's not civil, it's criminal.
Just so we're talking in circles, right? Yep. No. Do you understand at least what he told you on the...
I don't think we're talking in circles. That's the first time we got falsifying a raffle.
Just answer my question, please. Do you understand what Officer Bev has explained to you? Kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps?
I think...
Nope. Yes or no?
That's so weird.
You don't understand? What part don't you understand?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were going to arrest me for. I mean, the 4th Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason. I keep asking him...
Dude, the next video after this on this channel is called I Got Arrested. He's still trespassed. Okay.
For a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law.
That's your opinion. That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white.
Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
So let's do this. Let's just call it and we'll just go from here, all right, guys? Just please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually, you seem like nice guys. We don't want that for you guys. But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right,
I don't think we're good.
Yeah, take care.
We're not good at all.
It's made pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
When I came up with this
Fucking hell,
plan,
man.
I was under the assumption that the police are supposed to follow the law, but I was wrong. In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law, and because of...
Well, what they should have done is just gone to the police station, right? If they were still going to go this route and they were still going to go to the store, do the whole raffle plan, right? Get someone to go do it, right? They're not going to do it. Leave, do a police report, go to the police station and do it that way. Don't call it directly to the property that you're then going to be called for trespassing on. It's so stupid. Okay.
Another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself. Do we call the police officer? Like, what do you do when there's just corrupt police?
Should you go to the police department?
Should we go to the police department? So we went to the police department.
Which is what you should have done in the first place,
some of
yes.
the police are corrupt. And then we realized we're literally just telling the police that they are corrupt. Of course they're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, they just sent us home.
Nice one.
But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the stores. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business, you moron.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble. It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Well, let's not argue that. I don't want to... It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, no, anyways, it's not stolen. Why do we care about that? Well, who cares whether it was theft or not?
But for some reason,
if it was theft
Josh
or not?
still decided not to give the Legos back. I think he might just need one more push. Here's the plan. Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm going to redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed turn at the light to turn and go home. In buy, sell, trade, I changed it to steal, sell, trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure.
Okay, dude.
The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now. Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him, so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court.
What a guy, man. What a fucking little weasel.
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
If you're wrong, you pay us double. If I'm wrong, I pay you double.
Bro, are you dumb? You're obviously a kid. You don't know how this works.
I think you're scared. Double or nothing. Let's do it.
You're so dumb, bro.
I think you're scared.
Okay, I'm not scared.
Let's do double or nothing.
I'm not doing
If you lose, you pay us $400,000. You're scared. You're a chicken. I'm calling you out. You're scared. I'm calling you out.
Bro, quit being stupid.
You're too scared. You're scared.
Dude.
Okay, do you want
Put your money where your mouth is.
Are you just gonna be a pussy, or are you gonna?
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You put your money where your mouth is.
Okay, let me talk.
Okay.
When Brian first came in, we identified anything that was on that list that would have been his that Amanda didn't sell, and we set it aside. And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage to the store.
I guess Josh has finally realized that whatever he's going through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
Okay.
Inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are doing wacky-do crap trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we
Interesting.
won. Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
This definitely changes the trajectory of a lot of the things that we had in
Yeah, dude, we had some really good ideas. Yeah. Well, what do we do for the next couple hours if it's raining?
Bowling.
Go
bowling. Let's go bowling.
We waited a few hours for Brian to get off work, and now he's off work. Hey, Brian's off work. So we showed him our entire conversation with Josh. So what can we do now to work with you guys to get the sets back?
Okay, this is what I need done. I need a written apology from Brian.
What? Fuck you, dude.
All the negative comments taken off.
What a creature, man. Dude, at this point he is basically conceding that they stole our Legos, considering that all this stuff, right? They would not be doing it the way that they would be. They would not be conceding. They would not be willing to give back the Legos if they had not had any sort of wrongdoing in this situation. That is definitely not how someone would act. That is incredibly weird. That is incredibly weird behavior.
I need positive reviews on there to make up for the damage, and then I'll give them back.
So you're holding my sets hostage.
Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? We're not even halfway through the video yet. Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up, because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I'm not apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it sucked. But here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living fucking hell over this. I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of burden.
I'm not downplaying what happened to you. It's just,
No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but
no, it fucking doesn't, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If this guy has, like, for context, this guy has gone through several anxiety attacks. He's been put on medication. He's been dealing with this for who knows how long with this company, even though he's completely in the right. On principle alone, I entirely agree with him. I would tell him to fuck right off. It's insane. It's insane the lengths that this fucking guy will go to go ahead and just put this guy down. Oh my god.
See where he's coming from. I've gotten to personally see a tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
I just want to say thanks, guys. I have to go because I'm having a gnarly panic attack right now.
But at the same time, if Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
No, he won't.
You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this
technically
letter.
no. He'll get the ones that like weren't sold yet, right? Because that's a question of like which ones weren't sold. Like I'm imagining the most valuable ones haven't been sold yet. You would hope anyway. But yeah. Apologize to me. We know you. We know we stole your $200,000 worth of Legos, but you called us out. Yeah, exactly. It's actually so bitch made.
I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter, because Brian told us that this apology letter is really A trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get-out-of-jail-free card. What I mean by this is, if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get-out-of-jail-free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane. But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was. So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video. He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think? Or
Yeah.
just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video, I wanted to give him something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And after just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
What a
I want to give
stupid
it back
idea.
to him. That's the long and the short of it.
That's such a stupid idea. Why would you not like go in person? That's what I would do, right? Go to the store in person, meet Josh in person, be like, okay, this is the video, we're gonna watch it together, I'm gonna then send it to you. Have the Legos ready for me, I would collect them. Because then there's no way you can back out of it.
Run me over. I'm good. We gotta win Amanda over, right?
Uh-huh.
Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's just a little worried that you guys are just gonna keep postponing it until,
You're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my
Sure.
word. That's not who I am.
Sure.
I promise you. I swear to God. Go apologize to her. Say, sorry, man. Sorry. We did a fake raffle.
So before we can get the Legos back, Josh made up one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Yeah, remember they go to the store, they get arrested? Well, how are they meant to get the fucking sets, then?
Dang.
We get them arrested.
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure. Do you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we talked to Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay? It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back.
Dude.
They just want to get us arrested.
That's so fucking weird.
He was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store, right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like, civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
But making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
Dude, this Amanda person fucking sucks, dude.
A one-page document.
Okay.
If you need to go over it, like, you know, you need to take your time.
They have, like, the papers they're trying to get me to sign, it literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of, like, treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops, or do we... And so we waited for the police to show up. And they never showed up. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, the last time the police showed up, I was fully prepared with the Oregon law book. The Oregon law scared the police so much that they had to run away. I think they're scared to come back.
Hey, where the heck are these cops?
Huh.
Hi, Josh.
That is weird. That is very weird.
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, well, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
You apologize, and it's up to them to accept it. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles. It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow they're finally gonna give this family their Legos back. And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think.
Oh.
I just want to make sure everything's properly.
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store.
Oh.
Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
That's weird. Very weird.
Now it's Monday.
It is Monday.
Very, very weird.
Hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are still down to give the Legos back today.
What? He's not getting them back, is he? He's so not getting them back.
I don't have a quick update, unfortunately.
What the? Okay. Why? I didn't mean to pause there. I was just trying to pause to speak. Why would you show that? Okay. Jesus Christ, man. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, how hard is it to put Legos in boxes? They said that they had them put to the side, right? So why the hell have they not given them back? This doesn't make any sense.
Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy.
Please leave your message for. He said I probably won't be able to talk tonight.
What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay, dude. Does this guy only eat pasta?
It's been over a month now.
Really?
And yeah, I've gotten no answer.
And finally, after a really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
What?
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong. Josh said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
But they did.
Now it all makes sense.
No, they did. He literally said we can cross Amanda off that list.
Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back.
That's clearly not the issue. What?
So, I printed out a more official-looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Oh, I made it to Oregon. Hopefully,
he's just gonna get arrested.
Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time, and we can finally get the Legos back.
Okay.
Hello. What?
You're not allowed here.
Oh, Josh told me to come back.
I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty.
That's so stupid.
You wanna call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still
this
doing
bitch
the
fucking
same thing
sucks.
they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me because I have a get-out-of-jail-free card. I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean.
So basically, my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think?
Nope, it was even before this. Right here, I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed in all of these legal words for any circumstance whatsoever and for literally any reason. They cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I going to do that?
Right.
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
That's illegal.
For some reason,
That's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal. That's not that feels illegal. Hold on. We're gonna do some very clever Google law stuff here. Is a signature valid if given valid on legal agreements if the reason for signature wasn't clear. It is not automatically valid or enforceable if the signer's intent was unclear, absent, or based on a misunderstanding. Courts examine the context and surrounding circumstances to determine if there was a genuine meeting of the minds, meaning a signature alone does not guarantee a valid contract if the signer did not genuinely intend to agree or was misled. Wow, shocker, right? That is illegal. Entrapment is the thing you're looking for. Yeah, exactly. This isn't right. This guy is why can he... My brain hurts. This has been a pattern. So many crimes on camera. Dude, this guy's a fucking idiot, man. Holy shit. This guy is such an idiot. Okay.
I just started signing
and guys, I will say this. We have been streaming for a while, okay? If you've been liking the stream, okay? If you've been liking the content, like, subscribe, okay? Hit the little bell, okay? It helps me out a lot. If you would like, you can donate. It helps me out a lot as well. Memberships gives you access to some lovely emotes. But yes, chat. Let's continue.
A contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In America, we have a duty-free contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says.
That's what? But you didn't show them the contract. Wait, hold on, let's see.
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without...
Because you did it under the pretense. You did it under the pretense of her signing for a parcel.
Without even reading it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You didn't provide paperwork.
In America, we have a duty-free contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you...
The existence of the contract wasn't presented to her. She wasn't given a contract. You did not provide a contract. There was never a contract there. What are you talking about?
Sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even...
What the fuck is this? Legal principle generally means that parties to a contract are obligated to read and understand the terms of a contract they agree before signing it. In other words, each party is responsible for knowing what they are agreeing to and cannot later claim they did not understand the terms of the contract. That does not apply in this. This only applies if you read the contract.
To read it, it's your fault and you still have...
She wasn't presented a contract. This is so fucked. Dude.
To do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got $5,000, keep going, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000.
This would never hold up in the court of law.
Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me, but if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm gonna stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally gonna come clean about the contract.
Okay, so you admit that you tricked her.
Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document. You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
Huh.
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe us $5,000 for like punitive damages.
This is so stupid.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Okay.
Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and...
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
When we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty.
What?
I don't know why you guys are thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh's story has now completely changed.
What
now
the
he's saying
hell?
even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had.
So this is something some people do to get people legal papers, but it doesn't go this far? Yeah, exactly.
The Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? And they're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. If the inventory's right, I'll give them back. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. But this makes no sense.
Dude, the shelves were empty.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
Fuck you, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
This guy's rubbing me the wrong way. It's very performative. Yeah, exactly. That is this whole video. It's extremely performative.
Give a damn of your fucking opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go to court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So
Exactly.
So you're saying that...
It's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want, I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down... Look.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos. Give them back. It's pretty easy.
Interesting.
It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Tell me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Then you can f*** yourself.
Dang.
Lol.
And you stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang.
Okay?
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
This guy's
So basically,
insane.
these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that. So what's the alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow, if I win,
go to small claims
then
court.
we can finally get the
Go to
family
small
their
claims
Legos back.
court.
Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3. Small claims court.
Yes! I'm a genius. I'm a genius, chat. I'm a fucking genius. I'm a fucking genius. Look at that. Look at that. I'm a genius. Look at me go. I'll take my flowers now. Should have done that from the start, buddy. Should have done from the very, very start. Thank you very much for subscribing, Jace. Welcome, welcome.
A small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3.
One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to
Rewatched. Fuck you, Pinker. Fuck you. Dude, I'm a genius, okay? I didn't actually pre-watch this, okay? I did not pre-watch this, okay? Prove it. Prove it, huh? Beats you up, okay? Yeah? Yeah? A little pink. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Claims court banned for $200,000.
Yeah, it's 12,000 at the most, right? 12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3. And I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative.
Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take in the small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it.
But you would at least get $10,000 out of that though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know?
So here's the here's the pitch.
Okay.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
How the hell would that work?
Well, why not?
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting. Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal. Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times?
Okay.
Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting.
Okay.
So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets. And according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official, we have a public notary approving it. A notary public.
Okay. At least they're doing it very by the books.
I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Pleasure. Congratulations. It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me.
Oh.
So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you? Here you go. Thank you. You felt the need to bow.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us. Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? We just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us.
Tommy, I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me.
This is still claim splitting. They are all involved. Is that actually true? Wait, is that how that works? Interesting. Is that actually how that works? Okay, I was actually like on board for a second here for a second. If you organize getting around claim splitting in small claims court, is that still claim splitting? See, I'm using Google for this. This is my legal expert here, okay? Organizing or attempting to split a single claim to multiple small claims to bypass monetary limitations is still considered claim splitting. Interesting. Courts view this as an attempt to evade justiciable limitations or procedural rules, even if claims are filed at different times or against different parties. If they arise from the same transaction or contract, they are generally treated as one indivisible claim. Because it would be, wouldn't it? It would be from the guy's original contract from which they're pulling from, right? My Google degree? Yeah, exactly.
Well, it was worth a try. Michael! Do you have $10,000 to loan me?
At the very least, it would be conspiracy to commit fraud via claim splitting, essentially trying to defraud the court. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I would think. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. This guy's a fucking idiot. I don't understand. All coverage I have heard or anyone talking about this topic has been entirely like positive about the YouTuber creating it. After sitting down and watching myself, this guy is an idiot. This guy is just really dumb. And all his friends are going to be in debt and probably legal trouble, so I'll be very interested to see why they were arrested.
I literally do not have $10,000.
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000. That's all. I'll give it back. This is weird. I know. It's crazy, but like
I can see about it. But
oh, okay.
Sure.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid.
Wait, hold on. What did that say?
Brian legally gave.
Agreement is entered in between blah blah blah. Background and purpose: the debtor represents that he has incurred a personal financial obligation in the order of $10,000 arising from a substantial purchase of collectible goods, specifically a large Lego-related inquiry. The original debt, the debtor acknowledges his obligation is presently due and outstanding. The creditor agrees to satisfy, assume, or otherwise extinguish the original debt on behalf of the debtor, thereby relieving the debtor of the immediate burden of such obligation. Oh, this feels really wrong. This feels really fucking weird. Okay.
Each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax. But luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free.
Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top. It's start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward.
So they did this ages ago. They did this a month ago. Okay.
All the way back to present day, where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone. And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
You have, like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back, if that's...
So wait, legally they're not Brian's Legos anymore? Wait. If they did this a month before then? I can't remember the exact time of this video, but if I'm correct, their entire arguments to try and get Brian's Legos back was fraudulent. That was wrong, because even if we go ahead and, if we remove this potentially being fraud via claim splitting, right? They're not Brian's Legos anymore. It's this YouTuber and all his friends' separately owned Legos. Did. Oh no.
That's the way you want to go, but if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
How are you going to serve the papers today?
Well, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works? Well, we're going to do it. We're going to make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Get the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers.
Okay.
And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more.
That's not how that works.
I've been advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Oh no!
Oh, they closed.
Well, they closed early on us. I think they were afraid of my lawsuit. So we decided to go bowling again.
I skipped this.
Oh, no way, no.
I'm skipping this.
No way, no way.
And you know what that means? It's go time.
It's go time.
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default.
Right.
So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first going to confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Okay.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world. It's something.
Exactly.
We ready?
Hi.
Hello. I am Ryan with the Guinness World Records Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Her fucking face, dude. Okay, that is
Stolen by a
funny.
single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about this.
I have no idea of anything.
Interesting.
Okay. I guess call
I am
the.
the manager.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real.
They're gonna start going after anyone with glasses. True, dude. They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me,
papers.
dude.
But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Mark. Hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up,
She started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. I'm not getting many sales yet, but hopefully if I keep up all this advertising, people will eventually start believing in my company.
Kid's freaking out over this.
Yeah, we had to close early today, so
Are you guys gonna be open tomorrow though?
I don't know. So there's been some guy like harassing us because well, a lot of the Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos. Like we just steal the Legos.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Interesting. Since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, it looks like we win by default. Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it. Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think now it's time to go all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money. And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can put the money in. And so I traveled all the way back
That's
to
also
Oregon
illegal.
to
Another
finally
crime.
collect my
Nice
money.
one.
It truly is a beautiful ending. This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for it. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court.
And when I finally followed their instructions,
Why
they
ain't
were
you
too
going?
scared to show up. There is no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs finally has to deal with the consequences for their actions.
So what if theoretically it went to court and it turns out
Public indecency, nice one.
you were wrong? Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course, yeah. I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. Well, I gotta go against the judge's orders.
He's actually doing it. He's actually gonna go in there with just his pants on. Permanently closed?
Dang it!
Dude.
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment.
This guy's pissed me off. This guy's actually pissed me off. The way he's gone around this is absolutely horrendous, and it's just like not worked out in the slightest. If he had done what he had done with the small claims thing instead of all this horse shit and done it quickly, got it all done and sorted before fucking about like a mongoloid, this might have worked, okay? It might have worked. I don't know how it sits legally with it being claims sitting, but it would have a much higher chance of it working. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Also, guys, we are 2 away from the goal, okay? 2 away for the goal of the stream, okay? Can we hit it, okay? Before this horseshit ends. We will see. We will see. But oh my god, this guy pisses me off.
They permanently closed down the store. At first, it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this. Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony.
Thank you very much, Shaka Slays, for being a member for 3 whole months. Thank you very much. That's exceedingly generous of you. Wait for it. It gets dumber and worse. I can't wait. Okay.
I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
Oh, wow.
About this
Bloody hell.
Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon, that's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
Oh, wow.
He just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000. I don't know, like, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
That's not what the guy wanted.
We still gotta get the Legos back,
dude. I feel really bad for the guy that he put his trust in this YouTuber. Like, I don't know. I don't think there was a very high chance of this YouTuber being able to get the guy's money back, but if there was any chance, he squandered it at most points. Okay? Oh my god. Thank you very much, Catalite. Fuck me. Catalite? Is that how you say your name? Cat? I'm just gonna say cat. Does cat work? Cat works. Thank you very much for the £5 completely unrelated, but I love your talking sprite anyway for the goal. Anyway for the goal. Thank you very much. That's very, very generous of you. I don't know why it's not gone up, but for that we have this for when the stuff stops working. Whap. 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 There we go. Like, dude, I'll be very interested to see what else there is. It depends how tired I feel by the end of this or how long the follow-up videos are. We'll see.
Is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner.
How?
I don't know,
it's just, this video's going on for so long now.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story. And if you want to watch part 2, it's live right now on my Patreon at Reckless Ben. And part 2 gets insane.
Everybody just chill. I like how the Lego video became the craziest video.
Also, by subscribing to Patreon is the movie I've been making for the last year.
Dude, there's a cop car every 50 feet just surrounding us, dude. We were completely surrounded.
It was supposed to be for streaming services, but they all said it was too gnarly for TV, so Patreon is the only way I can release it. But also by subscribing, you'll get lots of behind the scenes, full interviews, and way more. Also, if you happen to work at Bricks and Minifigs and you want to see corporate do the right thing, send me an email here and I could really use your help. Lastly, if anyone knows any Utah lawyers, I definitely need a lawyer because I am in some serious legal trouble right now. And lastly,
I wonder why.
Just know that I will not stop this mission until we get every single Lego back to its rightful owner.
I wonder why this guy could possibly be in legal trouble. I wonder why. This guy could possibly be in legal trouble. Hold on. We'll have a quick look. I'll have a quick gander. Actually, I have his channel here. Let's see. Is this the Bricks and Minifigs response? I got a leaked email. I got arrested because of Lego. Okay, that's 41 minutes. Okay. I will do a follow-up stream. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Okay. Well, we'll go over the end of this story. Okay. This guy is a complete idiot. I guess his heart was in the right place. But if he wanted to actually get this guy's money back, he would not have done it this way. I'd be very interested to see what actual crimes he gets put onto. But I will put you on to Himbleton, okay? I will raid you guys into Himbleton, okay? But guys, thank you guys very much for stopping by the stream. Probably not like the stream, the kind of content that I would normally end up covering. But you know, there's not much going on right now, okay? There's not much going on. I might be doing some gaming streams in the future. I'll be more focused on some IRL stuff that's been going on. But yeah, that should be interesting, okay? But yeah, I've been dealing with some stuff with that. And also some videos. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Because there's a lot of research that I need to do with the videos I'm currently working on. But until next time, guys, I want to thank all of you guys for showing up. But goodbye.